Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to talk about the developments on the VN server for the Crystal Crawler Primal Lord, and thankfully Ina has shared a replay with us about No-Saida. The reason she's so good is her damage is absolutely insane in Crystal Crawler. But then the first thing that you guys might be thinking is, well then why is No-Saida not good for Dream Run bosses? Why is she only good for Crystal Crawler? And it is because this is the first boss ever that can actually be crowd controlled. No-Saida's crowd control and blood spikes are going to go off onto this boss, and if you crowd control the boss, it will prevent his energy recovery. And what I've noticed by watching this replay is the energy drainage doesn't even help. You cannot actually drain the energy of this boss, but you can prevent him from gaining energy by making him basically crowd control, because he will only gain energy when he is free to act and basically not controlled. But the other thing is that while she's controlling them, she's dealing massive damage, 10 billion damage, 10 trillion damage actually, and that is higher than basically any hero that can hit right now. So those are the reasons why she is so good for this Primal Lord, but this is only going to be good if there's any way, like a boss in the future that is controllable. So you're going to watch the replay right now, and you can see, you can stun the boss. He has those like stars circling around his head whenever he gets stunned. And eventually No-Saida is just going to blood spike him, dealing her massive damage. And look at the stun on his head. He's like stunned for a long time. And here we go. So that is why No-Saida is so good here. But you're going to see the energy is still going to fill up for the Primal Lord boss. But it's filling up really slowly because he keeps getting stunned. And that keeps basically temporarily stopping his energy refilling. But No-Saida is not going to drain the energy. The energy is never going to decrease to the Primal Lord boss, but you can prevent it. Like, look at this. He's basically just spiked down. I think he's in the blood spikes right now. He's taking that damage. He is just controlled. And so this means that when he casts his ultimate, which he will do, he has less stored up energy, and that is going to provide less of a damage reduction effect onto himself, right? And what was happening in the other teams where you cannot control like as effectively, and like look at this, he's basically almost fully controlled right now, other than when he jumps from place to place where he is known to be unaffected while he's jumping, but other than that he gets locked down again. So that is basically No-Saida and why she is so good here. But the thing is, and just working even at Supreme Plus, is working at Paragon, but you need, in order for this damage, you're going to need her exclusive equipment at plus 15. Because this plus 15 ability is basically where all of her damage is coming from. Even in AFK stages, it's all coming from this ability. Which means at a minimum, you'll need that Supreme Ascension plus 15 exclusive equipment. Which is a huge investment. So like one copy is not working. Because that energy draining is not why she's good here. It's actually that she's crowd controlling the boss, preventing him from basically generating that energy from the core beneath them, and she's dealing massive damage with the blood spike, and no other hero can compete with this level of damage. So this is why No-Saida is so good here. Now we have a better understanding of it. So like the ideas of Vala, Brian to reduce the energy of the boss, those do not work because the boss cannot actually be energy reduced. However, he can be crowd controlled to prevent his energy from recovering, as you guys saw. But like No-Saida is the best crowd control for that with their blood spikes. It's like the most permanent crowd control. And you see here that he drains the energy per second from the ore, but only when he is not under control effects. When not under any control effects, he drains energy. If he's under control effects, he's unable to drain energy, and that is basically the thing. But other than that, he's basically steadfast. As you see here, Crystal Crawler remains steadfast, only standing on ore stones at the center. Yeah, he remains steadfast like Igor. So he cannot be like moved. He cannot be moved by Iron, but like he can still be stunned and he can be rooted like with the No-Saida. So that is why this team is so good. Okay, now looking at the two other No-Saida teams, which are the best performer from the VN server testing so far, I'm going to show them to you right now. One is from Cheetos. This is going to be the second best team, and it's actually pretty good. Now, in terms of the score gap, the maxed out Paragon team of No-Saida is getting like 20 trillion, and this team maxed out Paragon is getting 15 trillion. So there's still a 5 trillion score gap, which is still big. Definitely it's a big score gap. But it is a bit closer compared to yesterday, where we didn't have as good of a like second team. So this is going to be the team Real Fresso and Valara. So you have Valara for stat steal buff. You have Pandora for her really high HP per second damage. And that is why Pandora is a must. She's a really hard hitting damager, both in this team and then the other team, No-Harak team that I'm going to show you. They both use Pandora. So Pandora is important as a damage dealer here. Harak as a damage dealer. And then this is basically the team lineup. And when we look at the other one, we have Hoshi's team. And this is going to be, again, it is, I think this is the team I showed you in yesterday's video, the Graveborn team. And this is also a great option. If you don't have Harak and you don't have No-Saida, this is your best team. basically, and this is also a really good team. Pandora dealing damage, Shamira, Ludovic, all dealing decent damage, but basically you cannot compete with Saida, and the best way of competing with it is going to be this team, and you're still going to have a big score gap. But like I said, you will need Saida plus 15 exclusive equipment if you want her to be at all good for Crystal Crawler, but then she will be good. Definitely Supreme plus 15 exclusive equipment, she is going to go off in this Primal Lord, and definitely gonna be beating all the players who have like No-Saida. But the thing is, how many people actually have this on your district? Not many people are recruiting for Saida because she is more of a luxury PvP hero. But like, so I'm still not going to be recruiting for Saida. I'm very firm in my decision, just like I was with Baelran. I was not planning to recruit Baelran because I wanted to see, does Baelran have use outside this Primal Lord and good enough use for me to recruit him? If a hero is only good for Primal Lord, that is not a reason to recruit them. But like, the scary thing for me, and I've talked about in yesterday's video, is what if this guy, Crystal Crawler, becomes a Dream Realm boss next season, and he has the same mechanics, and you're able to control him, then Saida is going to be top again. So that's just the kind of thing that's worrying me. However, for right now, and until like we get next season, I'm not planning to recruit Saida. I'm staying firm to that, because I don't think she does enough. I honestly don't think she does enough in order for me to warrant recruiting her. So that is my opinion. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Always, I am really excited about like these developments in Primal Lord because it's just really interesting to me. And who knows, when Global Server comes out, there could be some other ideas. But basically, the energy draining idea, that is a fail. That it does not work in this boss. It has to be like a crowd controller, high damage healer. That is what works in this boss. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. And finally, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. There's a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me at no extra cost to you. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.